If you keep on clapping, you're going to wake him up. And once you do, I won't be able to lead the presentation. They've told you so many things about me, and I've been trying to tell myself a story, who I am, for the last 10 bloody years. And every day, listening to my internal dialogues, from the very good morning till the very end, going, who is it inside me speaking? So if you just stop for a second and get to know a guest, because it's not only me who's going to be here, there's also another person I'd like you to know, and that's the inside of my head. Every now and then it's absolutely crazy, but once you get to know what's inside my head, you might as well realize what can be inside yours. We'll see. Who's that? Well, that's a pretty easy question, isn't it? But you all seem to be very concerned, going, that must be a tricky question and there's a good and bad answer. Who's that? Well, that's just a story. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's an avatar from Mars and he's just pretending. Who is it? Is it me? Really? But I'm here and he's there. Is it maybe someone you think is very handsome? I'd love to think that. That would make my life easier. Or do you think he's very standoffish? Maybe he's just very egocentric. Maybe that's what he is. And maybe you're just seeing yourself in this very position, projecting yourself, thinking, who would I be if I had a tie like this? If I was walking like this? Who would I be? Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's actually you. Well, this is ego, my ego. It's not me. This is inside my head. So when I got to know that I was invited for this presentation, I had an internal dialogue. And the internal dialogue was telling me, you have to be the best. So I decided to put it on camera to show you the craziness of every single bloody day, where I'm trying to figure out the answer to the most basic question. Who am I? Who am I if I'm not my story? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my presentation. My name is Mateusz Grzesiak, and I'm a psychologist with 10-year international experience in leading workshops, in conducting coaching sessions, in delivering top-notch educational skills to both organizations and individuals like yourselves. Oh my God!
I do promise that we will make the best use of our time here together, so that after this event you come out more inspired and more determined to achieve absolutely the highest standards of your potential in the days, weeks, and months to come.
Is it me?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Me is here.
welcome to my show.
Well, of course, it's about him, isn't it? Has nothing to do with you.
And you, man, you do remember, this is by far one of the most important presentations of our lives.
You have internal dialogues like this.
I'm watching you.
Do you
Give
demand
it absolutely
from
the best
yourself to be the best? And did you ever ask yourself a question? Why would you have to be the best? Did you ever ask yourself a question? Who's talking inside your head from the very good morning? Did you ever ask yourself a question? Who's making pictures? Finally, when you realize there's nothing more than this moment. So there's a thought which comes, and the thought is like this. So you imagine yourself in a suit, or you imagine yourself as a beautiful lady, or you imagine yourself to be someone. Who are you? If you're not imagining, who are you without the story? So my idea, worth spreading, is that I'm not that, but I am at the same time. So for the last 10 years, I've been trying to figure out, if I'm not that, who am I? Where does ego come from? When does it start? When is the very beginning of who we truly are? Did you just see that?
How are you behaving?
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Stop.
I mean, stop it. This is honestly the most ugly woman I've seen in my life. And the most funny thing is that she's me. But she's not. I'm here. She's there. Or maybe I'm this one. Maybe I'm just playing with you. But maybe I'm not. How come I can have two personalities at the same time talking? Then who's in here? Am I like this? Or am I like this? When she's talking to him, isn't it just the way a small child is brought up and educated from the very beginning, because you're Polish, or because you're English, or because you're American, and they are telling you, you should behave yourself. So that you're learning very quickly that if you don't behave the way you should, then you're not going to be accepted, that you're not going to be loved, that you're not going to be special. So you need to be rewarded. So what did you learn many years ago? 90% of our beliefs come from the first 4 years of life. So what did you learn? How do you get love? Do you need to become like this? Do you get skeptical and you analyze everything? Or you go, please, please, please. And when you fall in love, are you afraid you're going to be rejected? What kind of internal debate do you have on the inside? And is there really a question? Is it you? Is it you who's talking inside? Or maybe not? And behave very well. This is not something you should be doing. Are you telling yourself this? What have you been doing? All this, I've been telling you how to behave. I've been educating you. I've given so much love to you. Did you learn to feel rejected in any moments of your life? Did you learn to go into confusion? Look for someone when you're in trouble? Do you want someone to pay attention to you? But maybe it's not you. Maybe it's just something inside your head that has nothing to do with really you. Do you need approval? Do you need someone to be there and tell you you're clever, you're the best, you're absolutely amazing? Or you actually don't? Do you sometimes become problematic because other people love you more? Do you have to become sick in order to get love? What did you learn? See, this is when you were like that? And you might be 50 years old, have the brains of someone who's 50, but have programming of someone who's just 4. Your brain is amazingly clever. The question is, how old is your programming? When did it start? Isn't she just the most attractive woman you've ever seen? Son, you're doing the best. It's absolutely correct. Do you need motivation? Well done. Or you don't? How do you behave when you see a partner of yours that you're interested in? What is happening inside here when there's an internal dialogue going on? So this is the question I've been asking myself. And every now and then I got to the point of absolute stillness where there's absolutely nothing going on, just like in this very moment. And in this very moment, this does not exist. It doesn't mean that it's gone. It means it's suspended. And when it's suspended, and when I ask myself a question, who am I? A funny, odd thing is happening. Because with the development of a human being, there's different personalities which are appearing. Like this guy. I couldn't clean my hair for the next 3 days.
Wrong program. Come again.
Do you analyze your life all the time?
Choose a different.
Do you walk in the street going, he's good, he's bad, he's clever, she's not? Do you stop yourself every now and then to see the sun and go, it's absolutely beautiful? Or you go, what is the next thing that I'm going to do?
Think logically.
Do you analyze what your partner is doing? Do you think all the time inside your life? Or you don't? And when you don't think, who are you? Who are you when you're not thinking? Who are you becoming when you're changing the program?
You can focus on the group now.
Do you believe your thoughts? Or you don't? We were born in the moments where everyone believes their thoughts. The most enthusiastic and fantastic phenomena that people think that what they are telling to themselves is real. Is there any proof that the word I exists? Actually, it wasn't born till the age of 4. This is when ego is being created. So let's move to the plane, because we're flying. And when we're flying, then the turbulence starts.
We're
And when the turbulence starts, the child is having fun. He's analyzing. She's going absolutely crazy. And he's in business class, so he's asking the flight attendant to stop the turbulence. Because, of course, it's Alpha. I mean, you know, so what are you expecting? This is the guy who paid for business class, you know, just look at the man. And she's getting emotional. So being on a plane in turbulence, which one are you choosing?
system.
If you think you're a certain way, maybe you ask yourself another question when the internal dialogue appears. Who's talking? Who is talking inside? Or maybe you see an attractive partner in the streets, a person you really like, of the same or different sex. Do you become shy?
Loved by her father.
And do you go like, I'm not going to do that? Do you analyze? He's going to be a good husband, a very good lover, 3 multiple orgasms. No.
And deliver to babies.
Do you go into being seductive? You show off with your intellectual arguments. And you go into, I'm very profound when it comes to my emotions.
Wow.
Or are you more interested in yourself rather than anyone else because he needs a partner to become better?
Whoa. Whoa.
He's having sex. Must be spectacular. Or maybe we change the situation and
I lost my job.
You were fired, so you lose your job.
The fact
Do you take it like this?
are my options.
Of course, I mean, your life might be broken. Jesus Christ.
Later,
You don't fire this guy.
this
He's going to do something bad to you.
comes back.
Or maybe you do analyze your options, so you don't take it emotional. Which one do you prefer? If you were able to choose any program inside, which one would you choose? Would you choose anything like that?
I'm seriously going to show you.
Or would you choose something else? It took us 15 repetitions to put it into the camera. 15 bloody repetitions. So you've got a lot of money. Someone gave you a lot of money. What do you do with it? And you don't give a shit, it's not just a game. Do you count it? Do you connect your value to it? Does your self-esteem grow because you're rich? So that the material world is defining you, or it doesn't? Does it matter what kind of clothing you've got, or it doesn't?
Very big
Is the mask that you've got in the external world, which obviously is necessary, just the role we have, does it define you, or it does not? Do you believe that who you imagine yourself to be, you truly are? Or there is a separation? Right now we're here. This is a TED show. This is a presentation. So, well, he doesn't give a shit anyway. Do you have ability not to give a shit? Do you? When everything is collapsing? What kind of advice would my internal dialogue give me right now? Would it say that it's a good presentation or it's bad? Would it tell me to have more contact with you? Would it tell me to be in touch with you a bit more? Or would it tell me to come back? Wait, who's talking? Who's deciding what kind of presentations I'm going to do? If he's deciding, I'm not going to tell you anything. If the robot is analyzing, I'm going to be boring as hell and you'll never like it. If the woman is analyzing, she's going to be putting lipstick on and Alpha is going to do presentation for himself, not for you. So these are the most basic 4 ones that I found. And I used to call myself different things. They called me here, they gave me a label, who I am. Well, it's the most profound question you can ever ask yourself in your life. Who are you? They've answered it here today. There's more to me. And the only reason I believe it is because I also believe that there's more to you. So that whenever you come to me and you say who you are, there is a certain separation from what you're saying to what I'm saying. Because I'm not really keen on remembering the story that you have about yourself. There's something more, the discovery process. And because of that, there's one more. Just one more. This guy. It's not natural, this. No, it's not. Seriously. I don't go out like this into my wife's bed. I don't. Sometimes she says, she goes, could you be my mentor? I go, yes.
This performance is...
I'm really sorry. Well, this is an internal quarrel. Do you have internal dialogues talking to yourselves? 3, 4, multiple at the same time? Do they talk to each other?
Isn't it, Robert?
Do they?
And
Are you attacking yourself? Or you're not? What kind of relationship do you have towards yourselves? And the most important, can you stay present no matter what's happening? Can you? Stay present no matter what they are telling you.
behave yourself.
Can you?
Well done.
Well, and honestly, you don't have to look like this guy to stay present. The only question would be, are you above your thoughts? If you are, then you're transcending into a new era in which I want to welcome you. We've been living for the last 40,000 years in the world where humans believe what they're thinking. But we're switching a paradigm in human evolution. It's not only evolution of finances, it's not only evolution of social relations, it's also evolution of consciousness. We're moving to a new paradigm, to a paradigm where people from some point from now will be looking at ourselves going, how come these people believed their thoughts? And once you start believing, you will not have to be a believer, you will be yourself, something that I've been trying to figure out for so many years and finally gave up because there's no reason to find it. So I can be recreated every day, every moment, up to a certain situation.
And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Migo,
Yes.
because I'm Mateusz's ego.
He is my ego.
Thank you very much, Master, for having given me the
Are you the
opportunity
master
to
of your
be here
mind?
in front of all these people.
Or the mind is master of yours?
What can I tell you? As long as you can observe how your ego is functioning,
Yes.
you will
Observe
stay
it. Don't judge
blessed and happy forever after.
Yes, you will.
Thank you very much. Be well.
Yes, thank you very much. Goodbye. Enjoy the show.